Ani bonjour, Gritt Indigenous, Sudbury, Ontario, Danjaba. Salut bonjour, hello. My name is Gritt, coming to you from Robinson Huron Treaty territory, more specifically in Sudbury, more specifically than that, in the 46 North Brewery. And so, like, you can see the beautiful lights and the beer being made, and you can hear all the beautiful sounds of, like, potential. That's what that sounds like. Anyways, I'm so happy to be here. Miigwech to Northern Lights Festival for making this happen. And of course, 46 North Brewery. It feels really good to still be performing. And I'm going to start off with an older tune. For those who have never heard this before, I wrote this yesterday. This is called Letters and Trees. Gonna take these letters from my room, bring them to some trees. I'll dig a hole and I'll bury them, put them out of their misery. 'Cause now that you got somebody new, they don't need to carry your words to me. Better off lying there in peace among some distant family. 'Cause where I used to see your poetry, now I only notice cursive on dead trees. And I think about how many rings have been wasted on you and me. So put these pages back in their place, like I am planting a few seeds. And maybe one day, long, long after I've gone, a forest will honor our memories. Branches will be waving goodbye underneath a choir of leaves, restless in the wind, with all their singing and their dancing. And the branches will be waving goodbye underneath a choir of leaves, rejoicing in a life where I could never be happy. somebody new. They don't need to carry your words to me. So they're better off lying there in peace and forgetting all about me. Miigwech, thank you so much. Oh, you know what? Yeah. This next tune is, I had the chance to write a bunch of songs for just folks online. It ended up being mostly people from the town that I was in. So I was living in Yellowknife, and I did this thing where I basically put out a post saying, hey, do you want to commission a song? Do you want to get a song written for someone that you love? Or, you know, do you have pets that you love and you want to write them a song? Do you have any nieces or nephews, anything like that? So wrote some songs for some pooches, wrote some songs for little kids, wrote some songs for loved ones, wrote some songs for best friends with a lot of really interesting inside jokes that I do not understand. And I had to write back and be like, are you sure that I can say this? Should I say this? And so, you know, I learned a lot about people, sometimes more than I wanted to. So, but that's okay, you know. People shared what they were comfortable with sharing, and I got to write songs for folks. So this is a song that came out of that. And it's with these two people. I don't know if they're still together or not, but two people that I know, and they kind of, the song almost wrote itself, because they talked about, like, one of them is from the tundra, from the north, from rocks and tundra and all this stuff, and the other person's like from ocean and from mountains and ocean, and yeah, I kind of had these really beautiful metaphors for the relationship, and so I got to take that and turn it into a song. So this is called Loving Turns to Lore. High as a mountain, the days you are counting till you come back down and meet me here. Sunshine in the meantime, sunsets to live by. Oh, the dark is easier to bear. Mountains become tundra, become the ocean floor. I'll meet you at the horizon, the tree line, the shore. Years above the sky and at the planet's core. Ocean, the tides may seem broken, but the coastline knows it's always there. Rays of sun in the meantime light up the seaside, and sunken auroras appear. Mountains become tundra, become the ocean floor. I'll meet you at the horizon, the tree line, the shore. years above the sky, and at the planet's core, until our loving turns to Lord, until our bones turn to ore, until our loving turns to Lord. And mountains become tundra, become the ocean floor. I'll meet you at the horizon, the tree line, the shore, years above the sky, and at the planet's core, until our loving turns to Lord, till our bones turn to ore, until our loving turns to Lord. Until our loving turns to Lord. Miigwech, thank you so much. Partway through that, I was kind of like, if I had a Telecaster right now, this would be country. This would be twangy. It'd be good. I'm okay with that. Didn't listen to a lot of country growing up or anything, but it's funny because like I think all my family now, my immediate family, they all listen to country, but I remember them like more listening to like metal and rock and classic rock, and I left home for a bit, lived up north for a while, and when I came back, everyone listened to country, and I haven't discovered what happened. I don't know if there was a moment. I don't know. Find out on my next podcast. I'm totally kidding. Yeah, okay. We're going to keep this setting. This next tune is called Darwin. And, you know, there's a part in here, like, I think there's lots of, like, scientists in Sudbury. And I think most people are scientists, actually, if you really like think about it. And so this song talks about something that Darwin said, but just like every other person, I'm absolutely misquoting him in this song. So don't at me about it. Here we go. Darwin. Can't you see, we really don't belong? Maybe we're just too close to see. But I'll tell you, darling, it didn't take me long to notice from 40,000 feet. 'Cause they market it as progress and then sell it to the free. No, I'll never buy it, 'cause you can't fool me. Don't you know that it cannot be called a paradise without palm trees? Don't you know that if it don't cost more than you got, you can't be happy living in your means? wishing and a fighting for change to come. Now do dare hold my breath, 'cause every time a baby is born, I am saved from a premature death. 'Cause with every new possibility, my hope renews as we are given new eyes to see through. And if Darwin was right and I'm having a heck of a time, living the life I'm to adapt to, I'm either dying off slowly or something awfully new. Either dying off slowly or something awfully new. And don't you know that it cannot be called a paradise without palm trees? And don't you know that if it don't cost more than you got, you can't be happy living in your means? Miigwech. I think we featured a solo from a compressor or something in that moment. Something? This guy? One of these. Anyways, one of these things. Good job. I had my eyes closed and I was like, oh! I thought at first it was like sometimes guitars have weird sounds or this or that. Anyways. I love it. I love the uncertainty. I love the spontaneity. It has a different spontaneity than live streaming from my basement, you know? It's a lot nicer. I like it here. It's really great. I'm so happy to be here. Miigwech. I'm going to hop into some newer songs. I mean, I wrote all those yesterday, but these are even newer. I wrote them this morning. And they're on my latest album called Ancestors. And like a lot of artists, I was planning to release it like last year, and then the pandemic hit, and there was just uncertainty is kind of like the word of the last couple of years, and so many artists like myself, like we didn't really know what to do. Should we put it out? Should we not? All this stuff. So finally, I put it out earlier this year. I'm really happy I did. I was playing them a lot and listening to my album a lot. It's nice to be able to share them now and perform them a bit. So this song off the album is actually the last song on the album, but there's something about it I like to have as a first kind of song in. And it's called Shabananing. I had this goal for this album to use Anishinaabe on the album. It's the language that my grandmother spoke or would have spoken. I think like she might have known how to speak it, but didn't share. I'm not certain. But so this is the name of the place where she's from, which is now called Killarney, Ontario. So Shabananing. And yeah, I wanted to use at least one word on the album. I just felt like if I was like, I'm going to write a whole song, it would be so daunting and I would never do it, or I don't know. It was like too much. But I was like, if I use one word, I think I can hit that goal. So that's this song, Shabananing. say, 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 say. Say, 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 say. Say, 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 say. Say, 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 say. Say, 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 say. Say, 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 say. Say, 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 say. Say, 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 say. I'll make my way back to this lake. Time does not touch your wake. I'm standing where you stood for all your days. And I know you are from this land. I know I am from this land. They try to erase it, but they can't. And I will seek out all the names that they tried so hard to take. Those names were never theirs to change. So say, 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 say. Miigwech, thank you. This is a song about relationships and about the inequality that can happen within the two, the power dynamics. And this is an ongoing, really long story about a really long relationship between the Canadian government and Indigenous nations, the many, many nations on this land. And it asks the question, if I did to you what you did to me, would you believe me when I say that I'm sorry? And I think that's a important question to consider before trying to maybe insert your comments into spaces where you don't have all the information. And I hope moving forward, and I'm seeing this a lot more, I'm seeing a lot of empathy, which is great. I think we need more empathy. And I think we need more folks who, in spaces where there aren't Indigenous people there, that feel courage and feel confident to speak up when something is said that isn't true, that is misinformation, or that is a stereotype, or that just spreads hate. And so I hope that you feel capable of interrupting those things and educating the people around you, family members, friends, coworkers, when these things happen. This song is called Doubt It. Started like everyone knew for a time. I thought we held the same thread, were of one mind. We met to lay out what each of us needs. You said you were listening, but something's making me didn't doubt it, didn't doubt it, didn't doubt it. You say it's not your fault, your hands are tied as you wrap your strings tight around mine. Ask me for one more day every year, month and week. Your friends say to wait, you know what's best for me. Didn't I doubt it? Didn't 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 doubt it. If I did to you as you've done to me, take your children, your language, your water and trees. Take your culture, your land, your bones and bodies. Would you ever believe me when I say that I'm sorry? Didn't I doubt it? Didn't 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 doubt it? Never believe me. Didn't doubt it? Didn't doubt it? Didn't doubt it? Never believe me. Didn't doubt it? Didn't doubt it? Didn't doubt it? Never believe me. Didn't doubt it? Didn't doubt it? Didn't doubt it? Never believe me. Didn't doubt it? Didn't I doubt it? Didn't 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 doubt it? Oh, miigwech, thank you. I love that. This song is called Quiet Years, and it was inspired by I got to perform on Haida Gwaii, and I learned a lot while I was there, and spent some time in the Heritage Center that's there in Skidegate. And it's amazing to see all the repatriation work that the Haida are doing, going to different museums around the world and reclaiming artifacts that were stolen, that were taken. And there's a part in the center where the Haida talk about a period called the silent years. And it's really powerful when a group of people who often don't get to tell their stories and have their history known, like declare an era or talk about something in history and name it, and there's power in that. It's really amazing. And so the silent years are the years where the Haida people are hit by the smallpox epidemic, and then the criminalization of language, culture, potlatching ceremony, all that stuff. And then residential schools came onto the island. So it was a really impactful time, you know, that really the Haida people kind of had to hide all those things and teach it in secret to make sure that one day it could thrive again. And I thought about my own history with colonization. I thought about the many peoples, not only on this territory, on this land, but even, you know, all around the world that have been impacted in this way. But for my own family history, I thought of my Nana. I thought about my grandmother. Her name was Marlene Rock. She was from Shabananing, from Killarney. Married my papa, so became Marlene Sear. And she, you know, I'm sure she knew a lot more than she shared. She kept all that information about her being Indigenous kind of a secret, or kind of a known secret. It's something you knew but you didn't talk about. And so it means there's so much stuff that, you know, from her parents that were not passed on beyond her. Didn't go to my mom, didn't go to me. And so I thought about, you know, what that means for me, what that means for my siblings, my cousins. And so this song is called The Quiet Years. And it's asking those questions, you know, why did you make those decisions? And did you make it for the betterment, you know, for the betterment of our lives, thinking it might be easier for us? Or, you know, it's basically asking these questions I never got the chance to ask. Not that that they would have been answered, I really don't know, but it's a way for me to still ask those questions. It also just makes me think too about like the collective quiet years of Indigenous folks, but I also think like as a queer person, as a trans person, as, you know, a person who has had to hide many identities over the years, like there's so many quiet years that a person can hold where you're hiding a part of yourself in order to survive. And you know, it sucks, and at the same time it allowed you to survive to now, so that, you know, it's something that is both to be, I think, grieved and honored. In any case, this is called Quiet Years. songs in silence, hoping to be strong, hanging in the balance, wondering how long it could hold on, waiting out the quiet years. Out the quiet years, waiting out the quiet years. Have you been comforted by the passages and prayers? We're trying to forgive them for stealing all those years. Trying to stay hidden by shortening your hair. Did you have a vision of a time when they wouldn't care? Waiting out the quiet years, waiting out the quiet years. From your children so they'd have a better life? Father down to daughter, to my mother and down to mine. Just struggle with not knowing if the choice you made was right. Would you have changed your mind if there was an end inside? Waiting out the quiet years, 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 waiting out the quiet years. Miigwech, thank you so much. And now, just like a real show, I'm going to be like, do I have time for one or for two? Two more songs. 10 minutes? 10 more songs? Oh, all right, all right. I guess I'll just play the same one again, whole set. Let's do. Oh, yeah, we're going to do Ancestors. So the title track off the album. And take those off. Yeah, title track off the album. And on the album, this amazing artist, Kim Mortal, who is a Filipinx non-binary rapper who's also an animator, artist, just an incredible human. And I got to open for them with another band when I was in another band. I got to open for them in Edmonton, and they just blew my mind. They were so incredible, rapper, singer, like just producing their own beats, all that stuff, just like really incredible. And so I was just like, oh yeah, one day I would love to work with that person. And so for this album, for this song, I asked Immortal, would you do a rap? And they were totally down, and I was like beside myself, excited. So I was really grateful that they wanted to contribute some lyrics and some rapping to this song. Obviously, I'm not going to do that because it would be horrible. But I've got some other cool stuff in store that isn't on the album to kind of spice it up a little bit in that way. All right. Yeah, that's good. Leave that track there. And okay. This song, Ancestors, it is about... I learned something really valuable not very long ago if you take in consideration, I'm 34 years old. I learned this not too long ago about asking your ancestors for help, and they'll help you. And for me, for a lot of different reasons, I didn't do that at first when I learned that. And then once I started asking for help, I noticed things changing, and I would receive help, and that's all I'll say about that. But what I want to say to folks is that, like, even if you don't know who your ancestors are, or maybe the ones that you do know you don't like them, well, there are some that came before them, and they're there, and they want to help you. And you have future ancestors who haven't even been born yet, and they're there, and they're listening, and they want to help you too. And you just have to ask, and be specific, and ask. Offer tobacco, offer other gifts, offer your thanks. So this song is kind of about that. And it's also to remind people that, like, you're sacred, you're amazing, and there's a lot of hardships in life and a lot of barriers. And, this song isn't about taking those things away or just being like, party anyways. No. Fully acknowledge, like, life is hard and there are barriers and it isn't fair. But I'm just reminding you that, like, your ancestors love you. You are loved. You matter. You belong. You belong here. You're supposed to be here. And this song is for you. For a seat and there's no room. You walk that path but you can't come through. You ask to be heard and you're being rude, but raise your voice and they might shoot. Even when you can't feel it, baby, know that they're a part of you. Don't you know that you're sacred, baby? And our ancestors are holding you. They say that it's in your bones. They trigger your thirst to make you drink. They say that you're breaking your own homes. Put holes in your family to wash watch you sing. Even when you can't feel it, baby, know that they're a part of you. Don't you know that you're sacred, baby? And our ancestors are holding you. Ha, ha, you. Ha, ha, you. Ha, ha, you. Ha, ha, you. It's one part emotional. These songs are so emotional. It's also one part panic attack. I always find if I could just call it what it is, it'll go away. So sometimes panic attacks look like coughing, and just like that. So let's play some music. Here we go. Even when you can't feel it, baby, know that they're a part of you. Don't you know that you're sacred, baby? And our ancestors are holding you. Even when you can't feel it, baby, know that they're a part of you. Don't you know that you're sacred, baby? And our ancestors are holding you. Ooh, miigwech. Thank you so much. I've got one last little thing. Little bitty, little song. And I wasn't going to do this, but then I thought it could be fun to do this. And so we're just going to do it. Here we go. Oh no, it's doing the wrong thing. Oh no, what do I do? Let's see if it does differently. There we go. So I want to say miigwech to Northern Lights Festival Boreal for having me. What's actually kind of funny right now is that there's no music playing outwardly in this room, so no one else knows what's happening except for Matt and Rob and probably the camera folks who are amazing. But there's music playing right now. The song is called Time is a Circle, and I haven't figured out how to play it live yet without a band, so I just thought I would just play it. But also just say miigwech to Northern Lights Festival Boreal for putting this on. It's taken a while for us to be able to do it with all the lockdowns and this and that, so I'm happy we were all tenacious and got to still do this. I want to say miigwech to Chris at 46 North Brewery. This is so awesome. I love how the lights hit everything. I love that I'm hanging out with like things being made that later people are gonna drink, and I'm like instilling it with music. I don't know, I think I put too much importance on like my part, but you know, here we are. I just want to say miigwech to Rob. I want to say miigwech to folks who are running the cameras. Thank you so much. You know, for the lighting, for everything, miigwech. I'm really so grateful to be here, and I hope that we all get to be seeing each other in person soon. So if you like this music, go to Bandcamp. I have CDs and vinyl for sale. I'm finally shipping them out. It's taken forever, so miigwech for that patience. But they're going out. You're going to hear them soon. So if you like my music, you can find me online, Gritt, miigwech. Thank you so much. History is prophecy, future, present, past. Time is a cycle, and we're circling back. They try to stretch it straight and force it down flat. And now the ends are in our hands, and we're bending it back. History is prophecy, future, present, past. Time is a cycle, and we're circling back. They try to stretch it straight and force it down flat. But now the ends are in our hands, and we're bending it back. Thank you. Miigwech, thank you so much. If you wanted to clap, you totally could. Thank you. Ah, that feels great. Thank you so much, miigwech.